Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Derek, and I'm back for another video. And today, as you can see, you got Gonetwork on the screen, and I want to talk about this. Now, the reason I want to talk about this is because this is it's an ICO that is really under the radar, and to me, it looks like a winner. A couple of the guys in our group, we have been discussing this ICO, and what we want to try to do is talk to some of the team members. Which let's go to the team. Matter of fact, let's go to about first and just kind of read what this coin's about. Because what I hear it's about, it's just like it's a decentralized app building ICO. And so what they're gonna be doing is building apps, and it's like the way it is. It's a dream for coders that code apps, because it's like there's something it's like it's all in one space. Whatever you need, it's all in one space. Like I forget like the specifics, but we were kind of going over it today, and it's I've been told the reason why is it's so dope, but since I can't fucking key in on the reasons, I mean, this is what it's supposed to be doing. So massive potential. Gonetwork is designed for the $1 trillion mobile economy commerce market. So apps, they're talking about apps, and it's for the phone. It's the mobile economy, so they're talking about the phone apps, of course, and apps. So yeah, and then they say that Gonetwork makes Ethereum fast, states channels amortized, whatever is the cost of transaction. Okay, cool. And then it makes the transactions cheap, which is it's a huge issue right now for cryptocurrencies, and it's an issue that's going to be intensified in the future. Okay, so do remember that. So this is supposed to be a solution and infrastructure layer, which means that I believe that means that companies can build on top of it. So that's always good if you can build something and companies can build on top of it. So sort of like open code, I guess you can call it. And holy crap, they got the expected growth for Gonetwork, which I don't really want to get into that. Okay, and this is what's pretty cool. It's had 100 billion Go tokens. Which is it's not too bad. That's the token supply, 100 or not 100 billion, but 100 million, which is not too bad. So it's I would bring up a coin market cap, but I don't want this shit to load slow, so I'm not gonna bring it up because my computer just really sucks balls. But I'll give you some more information when we like, because what we want to try to do is actually talk to the devs, the developers, because we have been talking to a lot of like team members of different stuff we like wanted to invest in. Like we invested in Vertcoin, and we got to talk to like one of the coders from there, and then we got to talk to if you guys know anything about wanchain, which is a new coin that is going to be dropping. I actually didn't get to invest in that one, but as soon as it hits the market, I'm going to buy some ASAP off top. Because I believe in what they're doing, and we actually talked to two of the people. We talked to Lizzy Lou and another guy named Boris something. I'm gonna show you some of the messages because we have a Discord, and we talked to him inside the Discord. So we actually plan on like actually talking to some of these guys. So yeah, hopefully we get to talk to these guys. But what I'm excited about is their team. They have a really great team, and I mean, if you guys know, ideas are pretty much shit without execution, and the guys that they have like in their team are just it's really awesome. We actually like did some research, and one of the guys, he's sold like 3 different companies, so he's been in this position before. Like he just makes money, bro. He just makes a lot of money. So he sold 3 different companies, and if you know anything about like Wall Street and stuff like that, I don't even know the point I was gonna make, but just know the guy sold 3 different companies, and that's just great news for you. And then you have you know what I mean, they have a pretty big team. And there's one guy down here that I do recognize off top. He's very well known. This guy right here, um, Ian Belina. He actually has a Facebook, so you can actually check that guy out and kind of see what he's about, because he actually invests in other ICO. He's just an ICO investor from what I can tell. And just the fact that he is working on this is kind of like I see it as good. I see it as really good, because he is like, I don't think he would get involved with anything that's not going to make him a lot of money. And actually, we're trying to work into the position of this guy right here, because he was just a guy that invested in ICOs, and then he started getting like so much leverage that you know, he started doing so much for the community that people want to bring him in, and that's kind of like what I'm trying to get to, in our group is trying to get to. So we can start creating pools, and we start having like more leverage with these companies, and we're able, like, our dollar goes further. So yeah. But their Telegram is 7,000 members, so that's like also a really good thing. So that shows like people are interested in it, and it just kind of gives you an idea of what can possibly happen on the first day. You know, so as you see, 2010 is when they actually made their first appearance, and it just kind of shows you the history of the Go Network and what it's about. And you know what I mean, it's just showing all their work right here. So I mean, they look really good. They have a lot of stuff kind of backing them up. So looks like a really awesome one to get into. So we actually plan on investing in this, and the group as a whole has looked at the numbers and stuff like that, and we really like this one. You know what I mean? So it's really dope. And then I just want to show you, like, well, you know what I mean, because the dudes we were talking to, they actually, which I'm Crypto Machiavelli, as you can see right there. But this is the conversation we have with the wanchain. So I mean, this is kind of like some exclusive content for the wanchain. So these are the guys that that is part of the mastermind, and these guys kind of control it. But I'm like, there's maybe like 8 of us, 10 of us that are like the main members, and I'm like in the third tier of members. You have the 2 creators, and then you have my boy Sean. He's like he's a miner for Vertcoin, and he's just a big, huge believer in Vertcoin. So if Vertcoin goes up one day, he's basically gonna be a billionaire. He just turned 18 actually. And then we have my man Mike and Edward. So okay, so Lizzy Lou is her right here, and she is I forget what she is, but she's on there like the front page, a part of the team. And we have Boris, which he doesn't have a pic on here, but see right here we have Boris, and he's on the front page too. So we were talking to him today, so I'm gonna just read the conversation, so you guys kind of can get a feel like what we like, how advanced we are with our conversation, especially with these type of companies, because we're going to take opportunities. So when the Go token does come out, I mean, if you guys have any questions, like, you guys can just leave them on the bottom of the comments, and then like I'll ask for you guys, and then I'll make a video updating you guys of what was said. But okay, so this is what happened, right? So we had, Michael, he was like, yeah, you know, just testing the wanchain, because they just created it today so we can talk to them exclusively. Okay, so then Sean Sanders, he's the one that got in contact with Lizzy Lou, and this guy's the Vertcoin holder. As you can see, his emblem is Vertcoin, or whatever you want to call it. It's his emoji, or whatever the heck you call him, is Vertcoin, or his face pictures is Vertcoin. And then so Edward goes hello, and then Michael hello at Lizzy Lou, and then Boris, she had brought Boris in, because we were just originally going to talk to Lizzy Lou, but she just brought him along, and that was great, because he can answer the questions better, and I believe he's more like, he can talk better English, so I think that's why she brought him. So Michael goes, thanks for joining us. We really appreciate your time. We are a crypto community. Most of us have invested in wanchain ICO, so it's great to have you guys here. So Boris goes, thank you for your support. Glad to be here. And then Michael asks, we just wanted to ask, how has the process of working on the main net been? I understand you guys are working on the alpha right now, And then Boris goes, in the middle of December, testnet beta will be released, which is very close to mainnet. If everything goes well, mainnet will be around the end of the year. So once that finishes, I think that's when the coin's gonna drop. So hopefully by the middle of December or by the end of December. Okay, and he goes, is that when the tokens will hit in exchange when the testnet releases? And then Boris goes, after mainnet is live, investors need to exchange ERC20 tokens to WAN on wanchain network. Okay, so he goes, how about those who are holding WAN tokens already? ICO investors, I myself am one. And then Boris goes, we will find a solution to help investors exchange token to WAN. Don't worry about it. And then Michael goes, how do you think the recent alliance, the recent alliance wanchain has formed will benefit wanchain? And we're asking these questions just so like we can get like a more clearer understanding of like basically what's their plans and what's their visions, and we kind of know what we want to know, what makes them like different. Okay, so basically Michael was like, I guess he didn't want to feel like he was just bombarding the guy, so he asked Sean to ask a question. So Sean goes, what is the biggest difference between wanchain and Ripple? Because wanchain and Ripple, they're definitely like extremely similar. And I mean, that's one of the things we want to know the difference of, because that's their competition, is Ripple. And here's his answer. And he says, it is a good start. 3 projects have different advantages. We will cooperate to improve the cross-chain protocol solution marketing. It will benefit all Alliance members. So my boy Sean, he goes ahead and asks another question. Okay. Or matter of fact, no, I'm sorry, he didn't ask another question. But Boris, first Boris was answering Michael's question, and then he went back to Sean and answered his question, like what is the difference between Ripple and wanchain. So he was like, since Boris, he's not very good with English, he goes, it is a huge question. I try to answer it. Technically, and this is what he said, technically wanchain has no intermediary to deal with. The cross-chain transaction, we try to solve the problem by consensus. By consensus, it is not required that all participants is online. Okay, so that's pretty big. And then wanchain tries to build a fundamental platform for cryptocurrency apps, especially financial apps. So we have smart contracts, privacy protection. So it kind of makes it like a privacy coin too, which privacy coins are huge. Power Ledger, think of something like that. Wanchains are not just a channel to transfer different cryptocurrencies. We supply basic characters for a future crypto economy. We think everyone would have different digital assets in future. You can buy, lend, loan, mortgage, etc. etc. Do any financial activities more than what you do in a traditional finance. It's more important because it's in a decentralized way. So that's pretty dope. And then I mean, it's a lot of stuff going on. I'm gonna just kind of like skip through it, and then because that was like the meat. That was like I mean, this right here was like the meat of it. Like just him explaining the differences between that and Ripple. And then after that, were just kind of talking to him. And if you want to, I'm gonna just kind of go through it slow, and then you can just read it on your own if you want to, by pausing it later on. So yeah. And then after we had this guy on, once we were done with Lizzy Lou and Boris, we talked to okay, I don't think he's on here anymore, but he goes by the Good Miner, and he's a coder for Vertcoin, and he lives out in San Francisco. So it was awesome talking to him right after it. And we want to get somebody from Gonetwork in the group so we can like get them in there and talk to them and ask some questions. But we only have certain people in this group because these people, like the people that are in our mastermind group, are people that are very advanced with ICOs and reading metrics and things like that. So it's not really open for everybody. But if you guys have any questions, if you guys like advanced and you guys have any questions, you can leave your comments in the you can leave a comment, and then I'll ask it, and then I'll give you guys the update. So let me know what's up. You know what I mean? Wanchain or Lizzy Lou, thanks for the interview. Boris, thanks for the interview. And if you're Gonetwork and you're watching this, please hey, please reach out to me. And matter of fact, I'm gonna reach out to you anyways. But if you're watching the video, you know what I'm saying, just leave a comment and just let me know that you're watching. You know what I mean, and just say what's up. So if this helped you guys out, hey, leave a like. You know what I mean, subscribe. We're gonna be coming out. I'm gonna be coming out with more information like this. And we're gonna be getting in contact with more devs, and we're gonna like be investing as a group, so we can all possibly be getting rich. You know what I mean? While these ICOs are going on. So with that being said, that's all I got for you, and catch you guys on the next go round.